Was a little scary, a little freaky. Here's the reason why I just started my video that way on our Gospel Minute, is to say that sometimes things happen in our life that are scary, that freak us out, where we're like, what was that? I want you to think for a moment of like the scariest storm that you've ever been a part of, whether it was like wind like whipping and hitting the house, or if it was just like thunder that just like boom makes you go, ah! Right? It makes you like jump, whatever it was, right? Sometimes there are things that can happen, these storms that can be really, really scary. The Bible tells us that when Jesus was on the cross, that at the point where Jesus died and gave up his spirit, saying, Father, into your hands I commend my spirit, right? That when Jesus died, it says that darkness covered the whole land. This darkness came in, and that then there was an earthquake, and that this earth is quaking so much that the veil of the temple, this curtain in the temple, literally was torn in two, right? This is like bigger than any storm that you or I have ever been in. And you might think like, wow, that would be the scariest moment ever, right? When Jesus died and all these crazy, scary things are happening, this huge, huge, huge storm. But what was actually happening in that moment? Something deeper, right? Jesus, we know he rose from the dead, right? That was the moment where darkness was actually defeated, right? And it seems kind of like ironic, like, wait, what? Like, so as everything was dark and as it was really scary in this earthquake, that's actually the moment that Jesus was winning and conquering? Yeah, exactly, right? That was the moment that everything got amazing. It looked scary, but Jesus was winning the day. In our gospel that we have for Sunday, we hear Jesus, it's a very similar gospel to one that we had like 2 or 3 weeks ago, where it's saying like there's going to be a time where there's going to be like earthquakes and thunder and darkness. And at that point, you're going to see the Son of Man coming in glory on the clouds, right? Saying that like there are going to be times that there's going to be a storm and it's going to be scary. But in that moment, God is with us. And in that moment, we need to not be afraid, right? Jesus said that, and the people are probably like, well, wait, what does this mean? And then you fast forward a little while later, and it was after Jesus said this that all of a sudden the moment came where he's on the cross, that darkness came, and Jesus died, and they're probably like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever. But they would have remembered that Jesus said, when that storm comes and the darkness comes, you're going to see the Son of Man in glory. What happened 3 days later? Jesus rose, and they saw him in his glory. He was right. And you know what? Whenever it happens in our lives, Jesus has already proven it. He's already backed it up. He makes it happen. So we need to have full confidence of knowing that in our own lives, when we're scared, when there's a storm, right? And it doesn't have to be a physical storm. It could just be events or circumstances in our lives that are really, really hard. Like a video starting with somebody staring at you. Ah! And we know that in those moments, no matter what it is, no matter what darkness, that Jesus is the light, that he will shine through, and he will make sure that everything's okay. So know that God is with you. God loves you. You never need to fear the darkness because Jesus is the light of the world and he loves you. So have an amazing day and let Jesus shine for others through you. God bless you.